What does a morning look like for you at the moment? Have you got a routine of some kind?
Yes, I run every single morning. So
What time are you up? When are you waking up?
I'm up about 5:30. So every morning starts with a run. And that's because that's the one thing I hate to do more than anything in the world. So that's like my cup of coffee. And I'm all about armoring yourself. So the second you leave your house and the second you open your phone, the second you do any of that, you are now letting in poison and cancer. So I make sure a lot of things you can't avoid. So as I get up, I start to armor plate my mind and body. Like a person's going to war, you put your body armor on. That's what I'm doing on that run. I'm waking up and I'm giving myself all this armor. So when I come out in the world, now look at that phone, I'm ready. I'm not waking up late. I'm not rushing around. I'm not disorganized because I know I'm going to get hit in the fucking mouth. There's an art to getting hit in the fucking mouth. And that is why these things are important. You have to wake up and you have to give yourself belief. You have to give yourself confidence. So it starts with that run. So after the run, I come home, I eat something small.
How long's the run typically at the moment?
Nowhere under 12 miles. So 12 miles is the minimum.
And what are you getting that done in? How long?
It depends. Right now I'm running heart rate. So I'm running like 8:15s, 8:30s because I'm retraining right now. Because
what's that? Is that zone 2 for you?
Zone 2.
Yep.
Because of the leg surgery I had. So I'm going back, starting from scratch. So anywhere from about 1:30 to 2 hours, I run every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're fasted on the morning?
Yes.
Up, straight out?
Straight out.
90 minutes to 2 hours of running, back,
yep. Eat, and I'm in the gym. So, and then after that, to whatever's on the plan for the day. That's how that works every day.
Are you still doing your stretching? Because you've got
every
2
night.
hours of...
Every night.
2 hours of meditation,
mm-hmm.
90 minutes to 2 hours of running.
Mm-hmm.
How long's the gym session?
Depends, 45 to an hour and a half.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Stretching, meditation, run,
mm-hmm.
eat,
mm-hmm.
gym.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Is that my missing, Jennifer? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Forgot about that.
You cycle as well?
Yeah.
How long are you cycling?
It just depends. I do stationary bike right now a lot.
Uh-huh. What are you using? Is it like a watt bike or something similar?
Yeah, something similar. Yep. So I put my bike on a like trainer mm-hmm. and I cycle.
Yep.
At least 3 or 4 days a week I'll do that. So
that's your day. There is no room for anything else.
Yeah, there is a lot of room. So there's 24 hours and I use it all pretty well.
How's your sleep? What's your sleep like?
It's really good.
Okay.
It
you
is
getting
now.
8 hours-ish, something like that?
7-8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you'd need to with this sort of volume.
7-8 hours.
And you're still doing your stretching stuff?
Every night.
So you've got a 4-hour block basically of stretching and meditation?
Well, no, that's all in one block.
You combine the two, right?
Yeah, that's all in one block.
Cool.
Yep.
That's one hell of a day.
It is. And it's been like that for 7 years.
But going back to what you said before about needing to cap success,
mm-hmm.
you wouldn't be able to fit even 1/10 of that in.
Exactly.
If you were chasing down.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's exactly it. So if all that's fucked up, that's why I got to cap success because I can't put that in. And that's my growth factor. So, that's my human growth factor.
You said before about how you build up self-esteem and confidence and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's this quote from one of my friends, Alex Hormozy, that says, you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt.
Yes. That's
nailed.
Nailed.
Completely nailed.
Yes. Because a lot of people will, and some of these motivational people out here, it's the funniest thing in the world to me. They'll go and say, when you wake up in the morning, pound your chest. Fucking look at yourself in the mirror and do all this fucking bullshit. I hope it works. What works for me is that everyday resume, the things I know I've accomplished, the things I know I've done, real hard work, the real calluses on my mind, the real calluses on my hands. That's it. You don't need to pound your chest in the mirror fucking anymore if you have that.
It seems like, especially with confidence, right, or self-esteem, there's a relationship between confidence and competence. Mm-hmm. So what you're looking to do is try and have what you believe that you can do be ahead of what you can do.
Right.
Now, you're not looking for it to be delusional. You don't want it to be able to believe that you can do something like fly, right? But you need to have a relationship between the two. But what people are asking for is for their confidence to be so far ahead of their competence that, or without having even been competent at anything in the beginning. And that's just delusion. That's fantasy.
Right. Well, I believe that you have to build belief. Belief is like, there's an after school special belief where the mom says, believe in yourself. And that's all great. But there's also a built belief. And the built belief is one where you are constantly, like for me, I came from a bad place. How I build belief is through the daunting tasks I put myself through. So that's proof positive that I can. So it correlates. And that's how this piece of shit kid I once thought I was built belief by saying, I was in 3 hell weeks. I went to Ranger School. I tried out for Delta Selection.
Undeniable stack of proof.
That is proof, motherfucker. So whenever you think you can't, the confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence. It can't be like, hey, I'm going to go knock that shit out. You got to look over here and say, I can knock that shit out. It's belief, and it's built on what you put in to yourself.
You talk about performance without a purpose. Mm-hmm. What's that?
So, like, for instance, let's say you have no races. Let's say you have no classes, no nothing. There's no purpose in your life. You know, people need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There is no 5K. There's no I'm going to get into school to be this or that and still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's going to come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not going to be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose, that we're all looking for. But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL or going to college or whatever, but the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. So that's the only purpose I fucking need. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no race or there's no school, or there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
You've got these problems, right?
I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying.
It's warm on the couch.
That's
Your
it.
missus says stay in
That's
bed.
it.
It's comfy.
That's
it's cozy.
That's
You've got
it.
work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly
it.
hungover.
Because I know every motherfucker ain't going to do what I'm going to do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me fucking happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
Well, that was one of the things that is so surprising about growing up through difficulty, So loneliness is one example, right? Mm-hmm. Growing up as a lonely kid. What you realize is a lot of the things that you feared or hated or embarrassed about as a child end up being the genesis of the things that you're most proud about as an adult. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you can work and thrive in solitude gives you the opportunity to be able to move to America and start a podcast, or decide to do Hell Week 3 times in a row, or it doesn't matter how long or dark the course is, you're just going to stay. The fact that you were forced to be vigilant and to assess people, to work out what's going on when you became an adult, allows you to detect the vibe and the energy of whoever it is that you're speaking with, and know that this person's someone that I want to hang with and this person's somebody that I don't.
Right.
All of the things. In fact, I would go as far as to say there's not one thing in my life that I see as a pure advantage that doesn't have a dark side to it that came about at some other point as well.
Right.
So one of the reasons that I spent so much time as a kid in my bedroom listening to audio tapes, because I didn't have anyone to play with, right? Only child, a little bit sort of unpopular. Right. So I'd be in my bedroom listening to audio tapes, and we go to the library every 2 weeks and we take the tapes back and we get new tapes, and I bring them and listen to them again. Right. But you roll the clock forward 20 years, and what's the 2023 version of an audio tape? It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. That's right.
A lot of the things that you love and value in yourself in adulthood are the light side of something that you were ashamed, fearful, disgusted by when you were younger.
Yeah. I mean, I think that comes from overcoming. A lot of people, wonder, how did you become this? How did you become so vulnerable? How are you doing a podcast now when you were this kid? You overcame things. You fought them. And now this is what happens. This is on the other side of overcoming. You become very, very powerful when you overcome yourself. All those things you once cowered from, you were afraid of, when you face them eye to eye every day, you now become a person who has a great podcast.